The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Panthers' offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Heel off one deep down the left side. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Pitt will have to boot this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going downfield for the big play. And the third down pass is knocked away by... When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Hit right back to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be third and long. They'll run play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Look out, he's got room. He'll be right out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pitt pushing the pace. Lee to throw. Fires to the middle. Found a seam. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Panthers with the 1st and 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by a field goal over Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. They're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Maddox. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw great...
He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Motion from the back. Lee takes to the air. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And off to Jones. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. Ready. Gives it on the option. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Lee to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Firing to the right, complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. Another. Completion on third down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Lee takes to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Pulls it in. It's late. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They'll try to slam it in. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Tight end now in motion. Lee to throw. Slings it. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Pitt right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They'll try to snap it quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back.
Turning it on. At the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded. Except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get us.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Hauls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Using the quick game. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Well, jet sweep pass. Across the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. To the air. It's Van Buren. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And, guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll give it to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout,
NC
NC State.
State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. The quick out. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. No huddle offense to the line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They're up to a signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Durant. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Quarterback on the keeper. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Pitt pushing the pace. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Makes the catch. It's Rush. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Direct snap. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To throw, it's Van Buren. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, NC State! They've got the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's the pressure. It's caught. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's White. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Flying down the left side. The 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And obviously on that third down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up fourth down.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Pitt right back to the line.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Off to the races. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lester. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's late. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Hard running there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the single back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll move the tight end. Hand off to Jones. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. To the air, it's Van Buren. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Trying to keep this drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kennesaw State went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking to throw on first down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll line up for a second down play. Lee takes to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that